had to lie to somebody. Okay, I didn't have to. I lied to somebody, and I'm here feeling shitty. Now, not because I lied, but because I was caught in a lie. And I felt the need to defend myself. And I just went to be by myself, and I sat down with the feeling like, what is this feeling that is trying to show up? It was shame. I'm like, why? Because I got caught in a lie, so I felt shame. And the feeling came with blame. Like, it wanted to blame like the person that caught me in the lie. But then I had to reason with myself, but they did not like do anything to me. I'm the one who chose to lie. So, and it's not a nice feeling. And I had to sit down here with that feeling of like feeling shitty for being caught in a lie. Again, it's not because I lied, it's because I was caught in the lie. I was feeling shitty. If I had gotten away with my lie, I probably wouldn't have thought twice about it. I just like move on. But now I had to process it, and then I had to like, just feel it, just feel it, like feel the feeling. And it just like made me think about how when we're children, growing up, parents made us feel really like terrible for mistakes. So this way, like when you make a mistake, they yell at you, or they beat the shit out of you, or they knock your head or something. And then we start to like feel the need to lie because we don't want to be punished, so we learn how to lie. With that lie comes extra punishment, like they punish you more because you lied. Now these are like natural instincts. Lying is like a natural instinct, I guess, to protect yourself, because you don't want to feel pain, you don't want to be punished, or you don't want to disappoint somebody, so you try to protect yourself. But they made it look like it was like, like, yeah, 10 commandments, thou shalt not lie. So they make it like seem like this big thing. Like, yes, lying is not cool, but it's like we lie. It's something we do. Then when a child lies, they make it like this like horrible thing. So what do children learn to do? They learn to defend their lie. So it's like if you're caught in the lie, then you learn to defend your lie. And that's how narcissists are born. So what happens is when people like get used to doing that, they were corrected the wrong way. They were corrected with punishments. They were corrected with like aggression. When they lied, which lying again, you've made a mistake. You lying is you making a mistake again. So because they don't want to feel that shame, they don't want to disappoint, they the feeling of disappointment in their parents, the feeling of anger, they decide, what, I won't give up on my lie. When I lie, if I do something wrong, it's a bad thing, I will lie. If I get caught lying, I will gaslight. So you have people out here like growing up becoming narcissists. They will do anything to defend their lie, including self-denial. Because what happens is when they're caught in a lie, they gaslight. They gaslight the person that caught them. They make it the person's fault. They throw blame at the person that caught them because they feel shame and they don't want to feel shame. So they turn it against the person. Even when they've been able to get away with their gaslighting or whatever it is, they find a way to change the story in their head. They find a way to make it all about the other person that caught them lying and not about what they did, because they don't want to feel that shame. And the more they do that, the more they're going deeper and deeper into like suppressing all the shame. Shame is not a nice thing to feel, but then it is what it is. Feel your shit and move on. If I fuck up and the shame comes, it's like I'm gonna sit here and feel my shame. Like, look, it's not nice, it's not funny, and when I'm feeling it, it's like everything in me is fighting to like throw like the blame somewhere else. It's fighting to like run away. It's fighting to like be in like flight mode or or defense mode. But no, you did the crime, you do the time, and the time is feeling your blood clot shame. So feel your fucking shame and stop being a fucking narcissist out here. Like, stop gaslighting people when they catch you in your lie. Nobody forced you to lie. You chose to lie because you are ashamed of the truth. You're ashamed of yourself and you come out here faking confidence. Another one that like offs me is those like ones that say, oh, I lie to protect her, or I lie because they can't handle the truth. No, you fucking lying piece of shit. They can handle the truth. You are the one who cannot handle the consequences of your fucking actions. Again, childhood, you did some shit, you gotta lie because you cannot handle the consequences of how mad your parents are going to be. So it's not the person you're lying to not being able to handle the truth. What the fuck is that even? Like, people react, like people have their different ways of reacting. So it's not like they can't handle the truth. They're handling the truth the way they know how to. They're handling the truth, the magnitude of the lie that was told. You are the one that cannot handle the consequences of the truth. The truth ain't nice. You can handle the consequences. So you fucked up, yeah, but you will lie instead because you can't handle the consequences of when the truth comes out. So maybe that means if you're in a relationship, your partner will leave you if they know the truth, or they will go berserk, like they will scream and shout and break shit if they know the truth. It's not that they can't handle it, that's them handling it. You are the one that can handle the consequences, you fucking lying piece of. People will say anything like to make their lie look justified. They will say anything to make it look good. And you know, growing up, parents always lie to us. You know, they tell us a lot of fucking lies about themselves, about everything. So it's like we see it as normal. So they give us these lies and tell us that they're using it to protect us. So we also learn that bullshit. We think that there's a stage where you're lying to protect people. No, sweetie, you're protecting yourself. Like, call it what it is. Look, do whatever you want to do, but say the truth. You're the one that is trying to protect yourself. You're protecting your own ass, yeah? And you can handle the consequences, Mrs. and Mr. Liars. So I changed my mind. Lying is more of a trauma response than a natural instinct, you know, because we were not made to feel safe for making mistakes as children, so we had to learn how to lie. That makes more sense. Also, as adults, we lie to people we love a lot of times because we don't want to disappoint them. So we make a mistake, but instead of owning up, we lie so we don't disappoint. So even when they catch us in our lie, we gaslight because it's gone from not wanting to disappoint them to not wanting to feel ashamed, you know, to not wanting to feel that shame, because it's like we will see that like shame, like that, like judgment in their eyes, you know. And it reminds us of our parents, how our parents felt so much judgment when we fucked up. So we don't want to feel that. So, you know, instead we just keep defending our lie, and we just keep repeating these cycles until it becomes normal. The thing is, if they had told us lying was like a thing that was done, you know, because adults lied, you know, even the parents that shame and judge you for lying, they're bloody fucking liars. Like, they fucking lie to their kids all the time. But when their kids lie, they like you know, it's like those parents who want their kids to excel in school, but if you check their own record, they did shit in school. It's like they made it like the children's job to be the better version of them. Like, yo, we didn't sign up for this shit. The worst one when it comes to like not owning up to your lie is when you're arguing with a know-it-all. And this one, I experience it all the time. I've been on both ends. I've been the one that defended my lie, and I've been the one who sat down there and watched people defend their fucking lie. And it's like, dude, I've caught you. Let it go. But no, I've been on both ends. You know, when you're arguing with that know-it-all, and then you like make a statement and you're like, this is fact, and they call you out on it and they give you facts, and then you're there feeling foolish. But instead of you to just agree and acquiesce, no, say, you know what, yeah, you caught me. No, you start bringing in like off-point things to make your point, just for you to seem like you have sense. Again, we all make mistakes. It should be normal, right? Like, we're humans. But because we were shamed, we're made to feel like if you made a mistake, if you fucked up, it's bad. And with people in our lives now, as adults, perpetrate both. If someone makes a mistake, we're like, hold it against them, like, how dare you, because that was how our parents reacted. And if you are the one who made the mistake, it's like, how could I make a mistake? It's like you feel shame. We feel shame when we fuck up, and we judge other people when they fuck up, so we lie. And then we lie to cover our tracks, and then we lie to cover the tracks, then we cover the tracks until we start believing the lie. Then we start living in self-denial, and we start living in delusion. Like, a lot of people are delusional, and these are things that we've all been in both ends of. But as you grow, like, these are like habits that you learn to let go of. You have to start being like conscious of them, and you have to be more intentional. Is it not shame? Not be shame. Or feel your shame and move on. It's not sexy, but it's like, okay, yeah, I got caught, but I gotta feel my shame, man. Like, shame on me. You feel it and move on, and you don't let it live within you. If not, you're just going to be fighting yourself and be living in la la land. And some people, like, their whole lives is just one big shame that they've buried. Like, people keep burying shame, and it keeps piling up. And again, that's how narcissists are created, because narcissists have a lot of shame. They do not know how to deal with shame. That's the problem. When you like pile shame and shame and shame, and it's like you just keep burying it, you don't even want to feel 1 ounce of shame now. Then your whole life is about like the outside. Like, it's about blaming everybody else. You blame everybody else for your shit. You never own up to your shit, because you can feel shame. And again, it's the look in your parents' eyes you're afraid of. So every time you feel that way, you are reverting back to a child, and you're reverting back to seeing disappointment in your parents' eyes, how they chastise you, and like, it's that. Yeah. Anyway, we're all just out here growing, man. I just had to sit down here and like let that shame from me, like being caught in the lie, just pass, and more I do that, it's like I'm building myself to finally live in a space where I can always be honest. Except it's like a life or death situation. Are you going to like stab me? Like, I've been that person that would defend that lie, like, especially when I lie to strangers, like people I don't bloody fucking know. I just tell them this whole story. Like, I create this fantasy life for myself. If it now like ends up that this person that I didn't know like becomes like a fixture in my life, it's like I have to start telling new stories to add to those one. Like, guy.